and it came with the cheese.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop, no. Let me talk, you a lame, you a
I'm with a daddy on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and the slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime, I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime, you can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like the baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work, it's gon' come with a defeat. Wanna work, it's gon' come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop, no. Let me talk, you a lame, you a
I'm with a daddy on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and the slap at the same time. Sky, I'm talking to God, we catching them vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make her mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made her mine, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought the chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes in. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work, it's gon' come with a fee. Wanna work, it's gon' come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop, no. Let me talk, you a lame, you a
I'm with a daddy on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and the slap at the same time.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work, it's gon' come with a fee. Wanna work, it's gon' come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop, no. Let me talk, you a lame, you a
I'm with a daddy on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and the slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime, I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime, you can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like the baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work, it's gon' come with a fee. Wanna work, it's gon' come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop, no. Let me talk, you a lame, you a
I'm with a daddy on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and the slap at the same time. Sky, I'm talking to God, we catching them vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make her mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made her mine, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought the chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes in. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gonna come with a fee. Wanna work is gonna come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the law like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
Where's Da Vinci?
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gonna come with a fee. Wanna work is gonna come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the law like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime. I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime. You can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Yeah. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like the baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gonna come with a fee. Wanna work is gonna come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the law like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time. I'm in the sky, I'm talking to God, we catching the vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make a mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made a mind, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought a chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes in. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gonna come with a fee. Wanna work is gonna come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Saturday. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already, man. If you like content about sneakers, you are in the right place. Occasional try-on hauls, and of course, y'all know we got Music Mondays. We're gonna kick this thing off, man. Smash that like button. I'm gonna let my homie go ahead and introduce himself.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's me, Dev Dunks. Yeah, I hope everybody weekend is going good. Hopefully you're enjoying your time off. If you are off, if you're working, just make that money, get home safely. So yeah, let's go. Get ready to get into it.
Most definitely, man. So y'all see the topic, man. I didn't think we was gonna be talking about. Well, all right, I'm wrong. I'm starting it off completely wrong. I was gonna say I didn't think we were gonna be talking about Ye for a while, but what I mean as far as like sneaker wise, I didn't think we was gonna be talking about him for like a minute. But here we are, and surprisingly, right? It's with Adidas, and I believe Manny with the Kicks, Lusa Manny put this up in the Sold Out Discord. Y'all sign up for the Sold Out Discord. It's pinned in the chat if y'all haven't done so, man. Definitely a lot of information and a lot of chatter that we keep up on there. All good vibes, positive vibes over there. But Manny put this up there, apparently that there was a deal behind the scenes with Ye and Adidas to sell the remaining stock. That's tonight's topic, right, of the Adidas and Yeezy. So I'm going to say this right off rip. I got to start with all the stuff that Ye was preaching over the past, let's say, last month or so of his, I'll say nicely, his quote unquote, his lashing out. You know what I mean? was, well, it was overboard. I'm gonna say that, right? But
Hmm.
it had to be some truth that lied in the middle of what he was saying. And you know what, Dunks? I guess I owe you an apology, man, because I was against you whenever because you told me that, and now I'm starting to kind of slowly see what you mean. You know what I mean? My
Yeah.
bad on that. My bad for real. Let me touch the chat, see what we got in the chat real quick, and then we're gonna continue on with tonight's topic. We got Kwame in the building. What up, Kwame? Says
Yo.
I'm chilling. Filled out an app after Nike sent me an email asking me to be a product tester. Okay, Kwame. I hope you get selected. Most
Hmm.
definitely. We got Dunks in there. Let's see. Kwame says, thanks. They asked me to apply, so hopefully they choose me now. Yeah, I think that would be kind of messed up. They ask you to apply and then don't choose you.
Yeah.
But maybe that's part of the process. We got Sneakerhead from LA in the building says, what's good, everyone? What up, Sneakerhead
Yo.
LA? We got Jay Brooks in the building says, what up, Sneaker fam? What's good, Jeremy and Dunks? I'm feeling
Yo.
great after hitting on that stop shot drop for the white cement threes a couple days ago. Okay, of course. You
Yeah.
should, as you
Right.
should. Congrats on that, man. Congrats on
Right.
that W. Um, Jay Brooks says regarding the topic, Adidas had no choice but to make a deal to get rid of the inventory. Trying to sell without Ye attached ain't working. That, and I'm pretty sure they were losing money, in my opinion, and allegedly. And I'm gonna go over the article I got on the screen here, but um, I would assume having them to scrape off like the Yeezy branding or like that little bit, even though it wasn't much, it was time consuming, and that's not at the end of the day, that's not what people want. And I hate to say it, people buy a lot of products for the name. You know, we could if those and again, there's some truth to what Ye was saying to begin with when he was going on his rants. Um, the product sells because of him. Let's just keep it 100.
Yeah.
Adidas had money, don't get me wrong, but they brought Ye level that he brought to Adidas. I'm giving Ye his flowers right now, man, before we dive too deep into this thing. Ye's impact at Adidas was at an all-time high. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
everybody was living good, but you got, I hate to say it, sometimes you have to really, these people really need to learn how to negotiate with Ye, in my opinion. Like, yeah, he goes a little bit overboard, but he's on to something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and think about this too. Uh, think about how much it would have cost them to have to go back and break that licensing and the contracting they had with the Yeezy branding to get all that taken off. That was going to cost money on top of the money they were already losing. So it's easier to just stick with what you got. Make some sort of deal to where everybody at least can sit down and come up with something because like it was going to be almost impossible to have to go back and undo these deals and pay out this money to get out of these contracts. You know what I'm saying? Because a guy spoke his mind. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he
Most,
went too far with it, but still, you know what I'm saying?
most definitely. He did go too far. My thing is this, I guess Adidas really, to be honest, they were in a rock and a hard place to begin with. And I said that from the get-go whenever it felt like, pretty much as all the brands start to drop Ye,
Hmm.
um, Adidas was, in my opinion, I think, was the last ones to actually make the final call of whether they're gonna keep him on. And I'm like, that's his big bread and butter is those shoes. And he knows that if they lose him, they still lose. He's gonna lose a lot of money, but they're gonna lose a lot of money, and they did. Ye went back from billionaire to millionaire status, which still rich. Don't get me wrong. Not sounding like that's a bad thing, because I mean, does he really notice a difference in the lifestyle? I don't know. And we'll take it from there from Adidas, who they also lost like a few hundred milli, which that's noticeable money, I believe.
Yeah.
So both parties in that situation, I feel like lost, and they really, who needs who more? Does Adidas need Ye more, or does Ye need Adidas?
I mean, kind of a tough call. I mean, because they're both successful alone, but together, they're like a gold mine.
Yeah, and so of course, one thing that is on the hit list that's supposed to re-release is those Pirate Black V1 Yeezys. So
Yeah, they said that's one supposed to be one of the first ones to re-release.
I personally can't wait because that is
Yeah,
one I definitely
yeah,
want in the
exactly.
collection.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not even a Yeezy fan. Not the Boost exactly 350s. I'm not. Uh,
Have you tried a pair of 350s?
nah.
Don't knock them till you try them, though.
I get it, but I like those.
Which ones, like out of the 350 lineup, what would you say your favorite is?
Uh,
Like colorway wise?
I don't know. Probably are the Pirate Blacks, are those 350s? Like I say, I don't
There,
know.
so there's two different versions. So the V1 is the obviously the first version. There's only I want to say four different colorways of those. There's a moonrock colorway, which is
Yeah.
like gray. There's a
Hmm.
black, the pirate black colorway.
Okay.
There's the turtle doves, and then I believe there's one more colorway I can't think of, but I know those three right off the top of my head.
Oh yeah,
So
the Pirate Black. Yeah, that probably be the only from the 350s that I
yeah,
really
and
that I really like.
The V2s have a whole bunch of colorways, but we only pick up on the certain ones like
Yeah.
the belugas or the zebras, stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The zebras is kind of what changed the game for the 350s, in my opinion.
I
Kwame
agree.
says the 350s are super comfortable for sure. I beat my only pair into the ground. They are. They're not. They comfortable. Like if you're gonna compare it to a Jordan, then yes, but they're comfortable. But they're not like soup. They're not that comfortable, but they are like comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying to think of all the other. There's only I think there maybe there is only three like V1 version colorways, which I'm very curious why they stopped making that and just went on a straight. They went crazy with the V2 and called it a day, you know. But I'm
Well,
pretty sure.
maybe that was like his one of his first ones, and they just wanted to give him like a little soft contract to see how it would do.
Yeah,
So that, like I said, that's probably give him a 3 shoe deal, see what it would do. They exploded, and he got another shoe deal to do what he wanted with. Which at that point, I think that he still had kind of some hands on with. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. So let's see. We got Mr. 314 in the building says the final boss clipped my craft force. Oh well, at least Nike giving me my money back. So I'm guessing they canceled your order. Mr. 314 says also hello, Lord Dunks. There you go.
What's going
Uh,
on?
Kwame says, damn 314, that's rough. Definitely is. But I want to touch on this article real quick. Let me share my screen here. Give me like a few shakes, few seconds. We're gonna go here. Boom. Sharing my screen. So this is the article I saw today. It's kind of been floating around a few days, but I feel like the major companies haven't came out and said anything. I don't think Adidas came out and said anything yet.
Yeah.
Mr. 314 says, nah, it got stolen. Like, oh damn, somebody stole them joints. Sorry to hear about that, man. We got Big Money Sonny in the building says, what's cracking lacking? What up, Big Money?
Yo.
um, Let me hit this article real quick. So it says Kanye West and Adidas reached an agreement to sell $500 million worth of remaining Yeezys sneakers. Dang. So they had that much left over on the joint. That's crazy. Let me read through the article. It says Kanye and Adidas reportedly reached a new agreement to settle the remaining 500 million in Yeezy sneaker inventory. Is that like, oh, that's like how much they're worth money wise? I was gonna say they got 500 million pairs. Like, nah, it ain't. It don't mean it's probably millions of pairs, but not that many. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something like that. But that's how much it's worth once it's all sold. So they got to make. They want that 500 million because they coming up short. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you recouped some of it.
Yeah. Says Adidas terminated its partnership with Kanye West in October 2022. Now, according to reports, the shoe giant and Ye have come to an agreement to sell all remaining 500 million worth of Yeezy sneakers in 2023. The remodel contract will reportedly focus solely on the sale of existing inventory of the rapper's popular shoe line and will not include his clothing line or new designs. Okay, so seen that. Yay and Adidas have reached agreement. So pretty much, I want to know what the actual I know we've seen it floating around, but I want to see if anybody's got anything like official just yet. You know what I'm saying? they keep saying definitely the network. So I'm guessing the clothes and stuff will be so. But I thought his clothes and stuff was through Gap. So, but I
Yeah.
know he probably had like some Yeezy merch with Adidas as well too. Um,
Hmm.
Kwame says, "Yo, big money." Jay Brooks says, "What's good, Sonny?" Says the news comes on the heels of Adidas announcing they're expected to take a $1.3 billion hit at the result of dropping the controversial entertainer earlier this month. The adjusted amount was way more first projected, with Adidas initially saying the split would cost them more than 250 million in profit and 500 million in loss of revenue, according to the company. Yeah, because that's what they said at first.
Yeesh. Yeah.
Hey, that's hey, the quarter milli, half a milli, or Billy. I'm saying quarter Billy. Yeah, that's a lot of money. I'm saying like I was dumbing it down like it was 500,000. No, this 500 million. It's a big number. That's a big number.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The numbers speak for themselves. We are currently not performing the way we should, said the Adidas CEO about the blow to Adidas profit margins. 2023 will be a year of transition to set the base to again be growing and profitable company. I don't see how, even if you sell the remaining stock, then what? But I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep reading because what do you do once you sell all the Yeezys? They said they're gonna knock that out this year, and then so what's your plan for 2024? Which I
Exactly,
knew,
because you still without you still if you're gonna drop EA, he's gonna go back into the same, go back into the same decline because people are only gonna show up because because EA. They're only gonna be there because he's back, because he's producing with producing yeah, product with you guys. So without him, you guys are just gonna be back in the same boat.
true, true. I mean, I have my own thoughts about Ye. I mean, I have a love hate feeling for Ye. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? He goes overboard, but he drives. I can't deny his talent and what he brings to the game.
that's anybody. That's anybody. Nobody can deny that he's a very smart man, very talented man.
Yeah, I mean, hence the quote unquote genius documentary. You know, and I loved how they put it spelled it too. It was like genius. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
very very interesting. We got Manny with the kicks in the building. Says, "Yerp, what up, Manny? What up, mate?"
Yo, yo.
J Rod says Yeezy is back. So a lot of people have been there's some people that strictly are just Yeezy sneakerheads too. Like that's all I know. Like I ain't gotta say no names, but I know Manny know who I'm talking about, and probably everybody else. There's one person that literally and I have nothing against him and there's nothing negative about him. That his channel it was solely just based off of Yeezys only for the most part. I see him cross over to the J world, but he's more just of a Yeezy guy. And his channel doing his thing. And to be honest, he still kept going. Like I remember Manny said, "What are they gonna do?" Certain channels that focus were still gonna. What are they about to do? He kept grinding. I could tell it wasn't as natural and he wasn't as comfortable though. I know he happy they back for this year.
He was an Adidas guy, so he probably understood the situation better than a lot of us would have. So he knew that what was probably going to come of it. He
Yeah,
knew just wait it out, and something was going to get worked out.
yeah. I mean, that's what it seemed like. He was very chill. He didn't seem worried. Like I could tell he had it in the back of his mind, but I'm like, he playing very cool. Because I mean, he
Yeah,
could have easily just, all right, well, I guess I have nothing else to do.
yeah,
You know,
product kits, yeah,
I still wouldn't mind having a pair of those Yeezy 350. No, the Yeezy 750s, the original ones,
yeah,
the original joints, the boot joint, the gray and white joints.
yeah,
Even though they got and they were supposed to restock those this year. So hopefully, I know that was coming. They were gonna do some more 750s finally because they only did like they did a chocolate colorway. There's a gray colorway and then there's a black colorway.
yeah,
And then there's a gray and a gum bottom. The original was white and gray though.
yeah.
So I would like to have the original joints.
Okay.
I was looking at them, but then this is the thing, right? So funny. I was looking at them last year, and then this is before the whole meltdown. They said, "Oh, we're gonna restock them next year. Don't worry, guys." So I was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna start watching it because now you an idiot. Not that guy, but I mean, now you're not gonna get profit. Everybody's gonna wait around, and this price tag that's on us now is gonna cut it in half, if not even less. You know, that's how I felt. I didn't say it to him. That's how I felt. Um, Jay Brooks says, I wonder if Adidas. Okay, cool. Jay Brooks says, I wonder if Adidas is going to slowly trickle out the inventory or if they're going to do a Yeezy day of a deal. I think they're going to do what they originally already had planned. I feel like there's definitely going to be a Yeezy day. I feel like they're going to do little trickles here and there. And then Yeezy day is like, I know they got to make a big Yeezy day has to happen whether they want it to or not, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's already
Yeah.
out there now, and
Yeah.
people expect it.
Because think about it, it's like their last like hoorah, basically. You know what I mean? Because after that, it's quote unquote done.
I doubt that.
Or yeah, I was about to say, or is it? Is
Yeah.
it? Because I mean, ultimately, say the rest of the year, they got a deal ironed up to sell out the remaining Yeezys for the rest of the year, right?
Hmm.
Say Ye is quiet and drops a hit and does well. It's gonna do well because it's Kanye. Even if it sucks, it's still gonna get attention, right? That's what I mean. If he just chill out, drop a hit, I guarantee you we can. Hey man, maybe we can try one more year. You know what I mean? For old
Hmm.
time's sake, that one went
Yeah.
well. Yeezy baby, you know what I'm saying? They're probably
Yeah. That talk. Yeah.
yeah, that type of talk. Like come on, man. Why not, man? You gonna
Hmm.
really, you really look at this, man. They're gonna hit them with every way to try to sell them.
Look what we built. Let's put bygones be bygones. That type of talk.
Yeah. But I wonder if they're gonna make him go on the quote unquote apology tour. Because I feel like even if he did, Ye went on the apology tour, I think deep down we would all know it wouldn't be sincere, so to speak.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I mean he could come across like it, but I don't think he would be sincere about it. I don't think
I
he
mean,
would
have we ever heard him apologize for anything else before?
yeah. What's that song called? I think it was kind of like dedicated to Taylor Swift,
Ah, okay.
the Runaway joint.
Oh,
You always, always, always
yeah.
find something wrong. Don't
Yeah.
judge me. Don't judge me. But it's not. It got Pusha. Sorry, I like the song, but it's featuring Pusha T.
Yeah.
Push. You know, um, which apparently I guess him and Push ain't really rocking like that no more. Allegedly, I don't
No,
know.
nobody's really rocking with him.
I'm about to
He's
say yeah.
out here by himself with his Kim K clones.
I mean, I don't even think. I don't. Yeah, true. Because he's apparently back married.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't really been keeping up like that, but he's like, no, I ain't gonna take that straight. I'm not even gonna do that straight bullet to that person. But he like some individuals where he just ain't gonna. They're never gonna stop picking at him like we was doing on Music Mondays. They're never gonna stop picking at him because they know it's gonna be an easy like, hey, up, we're ratings are down. Oh, cool. Let's get Kanye, throw a title on it. It'll go viral. We're
Yeah.
back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's feeding a lot of these outlets too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Of course. Because I mean, all they really need is one good story off of him, and you know
That's it.
that puts their ratings and
Yep.
that puts them almost through the roof.
True. J Rod says, I'll be going for slides and select the 350s. I'm definitely going for slides. I'm definitely going for foam runners. I'm definitely going for the Pirate Blacks. And if they drop them 750s, especially if it's the OG white and gray joints, must cop. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I always this a thing, right? And I think we was having this discussion up in the Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to distinguish like the product away from, even though it's kind of weird to say, like you gotta be able to like, hey, it's a good product. He on, I don't know what he on, but it's a good product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you take it where some of the stuff he say, because he be having a point, but he be out of pocket too. He needs to work on his delivery and wording of how he says things, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Because
know,
you get it pointed across without you know without going about it the way that he does.
exactly, exactly. Kwame says I'd add another slide to keep until my current pair is beat. Um, exactly. I'm gonna try. I want to add as many as I can. If they're gonna get them, because it's like $70, I will take as many pairs that they let me. Not like I want different. To be honest, I would like to have the bone colorway. I already got the pure colorway, but I wouldn't mind having a fresh pair. Um, because I'll just use those as my travel slides. Because that's my thing. Whenever I do a lot of traveling, that's what I'm like hopping in and out of the plane with and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, but definitely would like to have those power blacks are so freaking fresh, man.
exactly.
Um, um somebody arguing outside, bro. It's crazy. It caught me off guard. But my bad, cause they like I can only picture what it looked like down there. My bad, y'all. That's why I look kind of off. My bad. And they still going, but I'm gonna have to zone it out. Let's see. Manny with a kick says, Ye should donate some money to several communities instead of a speech that nobody gonna believe. Yeah, facts. That's one way he can handle it, Manny. So what he could do, he gonna have to donate some money. Just kind of like who was that? The basketball player, Kyrie. You want to donate X amount, look happy. We got a speech ready for you. Practice it and nail it like you're about to do this rap song, sir. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna believe it, but I mean, it's gonna at least make it look like you care. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
AB87 says, "I'm gonna flip those Yeezy slides." I mean, I don't blame you because I mean, $70 you can easily sell. The lowest they're gonna go is like 120. So I mean, that's a little bit of money to be made, if not more, because you can those they definitely do it by the sizing as well. Um, Kwame says I sold like 6 pair of slides last year, only kept one for myself. Jay Brooks says, "Dang, Kwame, fire sell." True. Let me get back to the article real quick. Says the numbers speak for themselves. We're currently not performing the way we should, said the Adidas CEO. Read this part, I believe. Where did I leave off? I'll keep going after this. It says about to blow Adidas profit margins. 2023 will be a year of transition to set the base to base again to a growing and profitable company. We will put full focus on customers or athletes or yeah, they said we this is where I left off. It says we will put full focus on the customer, our athletes, our retail partners, and our Adidas employees. You haven't been doing that already? That's what I'm saying. Like, what the hell you been doing? Like, why can't you just do that? If that's the plan, why not just do that now?
Yeah.
I'm saying if it's gonna work, if it's expected to work that way in the future, it should work now. Together we will work on creating brand heat. Okay, improving our product. And sorry, I'm sorry. I'm gonna just read it, y'all. Improve
Right.
our product engine, better serve our distribution. Y'all wasn't doing that already, and ensure that the Adidas is great and fun place to work. Adidas has all the ingredients to be successful: a great brand, great people, fantastic partners, and a global infrastructure second to none. We need to put the pieces back together, but I am convinced that over time we will make Adidas shine again, but we need some time. Oh, you definitely gonna need some time if you're gonna do it without Mr. Ye. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that they'll be able to for not for at least for not for a long time.
Oh, most definitely not. They're most definitely not. I don't see how they're gonna be able to do it. And this is my thing, right? I'm gonna read this last little bit of this article. Kanye West and Adidas had a 10-year partnership that ended last year after the company part ways with the Donda rapper over an anti-Semitic comment. Ye has since attempted to find a new house for the line, but has been unsuccessful. Yeah, they reached out for comment. Yeah, they reached out to Adidas for comment. So my thing is this: they both kind of borderline needy freak each other, man. So I did find another article where this says, "Will Adidas bring back Kanye West? Here's everything we know." And this was on the 21st. So apparently it's no longer talking, but I did want to cover up this about what all they know. So I like to cover like the people that think they know what it is. So just in case it's something that we really missed out on there, right? Um, let's see. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Jay Brooks said, Kwame says, confirmed app was hooking me up on slides. J Rod says, I still got on Onyx foam runners on ice. I'd be rocking my joints around the clock. They look kind of funny to me, so I don't know if I'm going to keep them. I mean, they're not as comfortable as the slides, but yeah, they're definitely a different shoe. Jay Brooks says, same J Rod. Funny you say that. Oh, so y'all both got a pair on ice. J Rod and Jay Brooks. Kwame says, Adidas needs to step up the tracksuit game. I got two collab tracksuits and they fire. Yeah, they definitely need but I think what happened with Adidas, right? They got so comfortable with the Yeezy money, they wasn't really even tripping, and they were like, "Man, we got this dude on to what 2025." Oh, and then next thing you know, you got to put your feet down up off the couch because now this dude has quote unquote lost it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, hell, I show you no matter what you is, everybody got a boss.
Oh
Just,
yeah.
just
Oh
to
yeah.
keep
That's
it
for
100.
sure.
Yeah. Mandarin Kick says, I buy Ye stuff for his artistic side and nothing else. I mean, yeah, you kind of really have no choice, man. Cause yeah, he be on some other stuff. J Rod says Adidas definitely blinked compared to Ye. Yeah, they're definitely different. Ye definitely brought something over there. I personally would like. I'm very curious what would have happened if he would have stayed with Nike. And I know was people was mumbling if he's gonna go back to Nike, but I'm like, Nike, Nike ain't like Adidas. They don't need him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Nico Poo says Adidas estimated the power of yeah, they underestimated the power of Yeezy. No, I really, like I said, I don't think they underestimated it. I think they literally just they was in a rock and a hard place and they really had no choice. And if they would have kept him on, they was gonna get so much negative, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they outweighed their pros and cons. Either prove Ye right, which I guess he still kind of proved him right because he's right back. Right now they need him again.
Yeah.
Let me hit this article real quick. Says this is a developing story as now neither Adidas nor Ye camp has confirmed the rumors, but I don't think they've confirmed it yet. I think because I haven't seen it like on Adidas, like nobody, Ye or them, neither one of them ever said anything, but we just been hearing this floating around. But it says at one point, Kanye West was on top of the world. He sold millions of records, created his own record label. Yeah, I don't really count like this. I don't want to hate, but
Okay.
even if you know what I'm saying, even if it's still Def Jam, it's still got a house. You're like that spider web. You know what I mean?
So yeah, you don't consider good music a record label.
No, like yes and no, yes and no.
I mean, how long were those contracts when Big Sean and Two Chains and all of them were a part of good music? For what, maybe 2 year contracts?
I was about to say if that. No, sometimes it's not even about they do it by the years. They do it by you got to complete. They do it by albums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got a 5 album deal. No matter the contract ain't up until you complete what's in the contract. And then you probably got X amount of years to do it. But even if you don't do it, I feel like they still can't just necessarily technically just leave. You have to wait for them to they have the right to what dropped you off their label at any time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
So
they can. But why would they if uh you owe them money? You know what
I
I'm
mean
saying?
if they realize you getting so deep in the hole where hell ain't no point, it's never gonna come back to us. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, I guess, but at a certain point, that's why they're gonna stop funding you anyway.
Yeah, they cut you off slowly where you ain't can't pay them back because they like, all right, you're not getting no, but all right, cool. Your budget that was a milli, you know, numbers don't die down. We'll give you 2 milli for the second project, but we know it's most likely. I think the hardest part about rap game or just anything in general is longevity. You know what I mean? It's I ain't saying it's easy to make like a hit or make a one hit, but I'm saying like, can you do it again? Making one hit is hard, but can you make multiples? You know what I'm saying? This is where, and I hate to bring up Drake in this situation, but this is where Drake shines bright because he's shown that longevity. He's not the only one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he's one of those like he's what rapper really other than Jay Z before y'all Jay said I know, yeah, but who else really announced his retirement? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That does
Look,
music.
I was saw this comment about Drake one time, where somebody said that they were in middle school when they first started listening to Drake, and they were now 22 or 23, and he's still like pretty much on top.
Yeah, he's had it for a while, man.
Hmm.
Let me hit the chat. Um, we got Shekel Goblin in the building. Says which Yeezys are still in stock though? Well, we know the Pirate Blacks. I think rumors is only ones I know of. I know the Pirate Blacks, and it should be a pair of 750s, but we haven't confirmed which colorway. Um, I know they obviously got some more. It's gonna be a lot of 350s because that's the most one. Now, which colorways is a great question. They know they're gonna have to drop. I mean, and I'm assuming they got probably another like wave runner type. So I don't know, but they're all gonna, especially if people know they may even be harder to get now to know that people knowing like this could possibly be the last year to ever really get them officially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Do you think the first you do think first generation or very last generation will hold the most value?
First generation, easily. Well, this unique situation, it's different. This is a
So I'm
different
saying
situation.
yes. I was saying it's a very unique, different situation.
Yeah, this is a tough. That's a tough call. Personally, I'm still gonna say first gen, but they can easily go with this situation being so unique. It could easily go either way. You
Or
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? Or be a 50-50 split where you know what I'm saying.
hmm
So I just it's a tough call. I'm still gonna roll with first gen, my first instinct, but that's just my thought on it.
I mean, yeah, only because of the rarity of them. But I would say the second. I would say this last me if I mean, assumingly, yeah, this last run is gonna be the one that holds the value because, like I say, it's the last run, and people are just gonna want to. They're gonna want a piece of that history,
Yeah, true.
But equally, I mean, they could probably just hold just as much hold the same value.
Yeah, I think they're gonna probably hold the same value somewhat. So
Yeah. Hmm.
it's a possibility. Let me continue hitting through the chat real quick. Um, let's see. Shackle says, "I'll take some Pirate Blacks most definitely. I heard they ain't producing them no more. Yeah, I think this is the last one. There's no more in production that we know of. So this could keep in mind this if they do go crazy, people go crazy over these. I can easily see these. Hey man, maybe we can. You know what I mean? You know, like I said, that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Especially if Ye just stays quiet and don't cause no more controversial issues,
Hmm.
you know. But how long can he really not do that? Shackle says it's a win-win for both parties. It is true. Says Ye getting money, Adidas getting money, most definitely. And me and Dunks was talking this behind the scenes, I believe. Out of this 500 million, right? Or did we say this earlier? We was on
Yeah,
live.
this was right before the live.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we didn't say this out here. So me and Dunks was just literally that's I'm glad you brought that up, Shackle, Shekel. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, my bad, homie. But how much out of this $500 million that this is supposed to bring in, how much do you think Ye is getting? Y'all sign off in the chat as well. Dunks, your answer.
Uh, Out of this 500 million, I'm gonna honestly say maybe about 150. He's probably gonna get maybe about 150. Uh, Unique situation, maybe two, maybe, but no more than that.
Two max, right? 200
Yeah,
million. 200 million.
yeah,
Okay. That sounds about right. In my opinion, I think Gay should ask for a little bit more. I hate to sound like the lady out coming to America, but hey, as long as we're negotiating deals, why not go for half the pot? You know,
yeah. I
if you go ahead
mean,
and get two, I mean, because if he's at 200 out of 500, you might as well go ahead and do the 250 million split.
I mean,
It's a quarter.
that's not gonna happen because there's still at this point you gotta think this is just to cover the sales. They still technically are gonna own the rights to his designs.
Yeah,
with
but
or
my
without him being there. You know,
yeah, but his argument is like, yo,
don't
so
matter if they sell. They still got the master. They still own the rights to them. He can't do anything with them, so they'll just have them sitting.
yeah, but ain't nobody making no money with the shoes sitting. You know what I mean?
That's true, but I mean, they can move on to the next project while while he's still fighting to get his designs back.
I don't think he don't gave up on that. I think he's in there creating something crazy now, and he just needs a place to put it. I still find it kind of funny that he went to Skechers.
I mean, it was probably it was an untapped market that he saw some potential in. Like I say, I still feel strongly that he should just try it with Reebok.
Yeah, but I thought Adidas owned a portion of Reebok or something like that, right? Or no, they don't.
Or even I mean, nah, yeah, just Reebok. Honestly, is who I can really see him trying, making sense with.
Yeah, I can see that. Hit the chat real quick. Let me hit the chat. Um, let's see. Let's see. Ye getting money, D's getting money. Shackle says Drake, the biggest artist of our generation. I would like to debate. You're right, but I want to debate it. But you're right. But
Numbers wise, yeah. I
I
mean,
want to debate it. Like he's been. I feel like he's had a cheat code though.
numbers wise, yeah, he is. But I mean, I say honestly, um, I say it's probably Young Boy.
He's the generation after Drake, in my opinion.
But yeah, yeah, I argue that too. I mean, granted, I don't even listen to Young Boy. But
I don't either.
he's
Because
just out there so much that you don't
yeah,
have no choice.
exactly. I'll say this: he's like Jake's. I said Jake. Drake got our generation, but the generation underneath NBA, which is because we're that mid generation now, but we got the new generation. They're finally like of age now. They are NBA young boys. They're Drake. You know,
Hmm.
no matter how you slice it and dice it. And that's just how it goes. Let me hit the chat again. Let's see. Kwame says, "Damn, how'd I do that?" Kwame says, "My dog hit the touchscreen and timed you out, Jay Brooks. I got you. Hold up. Oh wow, come on, man. You timed out Jay Brooks. Damn, Kwame, your dog's all up in. I ain't know the dog's watching the live too, Kwame. Um, let's see. J Rod says, "You dog, your dog said, get out of here." Kwame says, "Laugh my ass off. It's really touch it if you a mod. If I tap a message, it asks me to delete first thing. Says I don't know how to undo it. Um, I'll have to. Damn, what's the timeout link? You got him. Crap. Hold on. I think if you can't
So
bring him
what happened to him?
Kwame, like he's a mod. He accidentally timed out J Rod. He didn't really mean to do it. I may have to go behind the scenes and look, and I'll give y'all a minute to like work that through, and then we'll see. If not, I'll see if I can bring him back. Um, yeah. I sorry, Jay Brooks. I'm apologizing on behalf of Kwame and me. Let's see. Shackle says, I think Ye's later models look better. I agree, but I think it's also because he didn't do that many models of the V1 or those 750s either, to be honest. But I wouldn't mind seeing. Honestly, I would like to see a full, fresh restock of everything. To be honest, if
Hmm.
possible, if possible. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Shackle says, but I love the original 350. Yeah, the V1 definitely looks good. Nikki Pooh says, I don't think it will be a last run. They need more than this run to bail them out. I agree.
Exactly. Yeah.
I agree. Shadow says 20%. So you think Yay cut is about 20% of that? I it probably is, but I feel like it should be a 50-50, in my opinion. But we don't know what it is exactly. Nikki says, I hope it requests him I hope they requested all his masters to his shoes. I hope it requested. I don't think they gave. They may have gave him some, but I highly doubt they gave him the master, like the ownership of his shoe. That would just be too great of a deal. But we
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. Like like you said, I think he gave up on those, and I agree. He already know that there's no way he's gonna be ever be able to even buy them back. He'll go broke before he can, with lawyer fees, before he even can get half the money to get the masters to those shoes.
Yeah, most definitely. Like you never know where he's gonna like. You know what I mean? That's a tough call. So I see what Kwame. Let me see if I can figure out this timed out situation like real quick. I
So
don't
what
know
does it
what
do? What does it do when it times him out?
like. I think they can only watch, but they can't like talk or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. So I'm gonna see if I can go into. Hold on. I'm gonna see if we go to channel. Boom, boom. Permissions, community, um, automated filters, approved users, hidden users. I don't think it's showing me who all like. I don't think nobody's timed. It doesn't show anybody timed out here. I got some mods on here, so I'm very curious how long the timeout is because I can't really. It don't show me where they're timed out at, but I'm assuming to come back in because I just gotta, or I could probably just find J Rod up in the chat and maybe that's a way, or Jay Brooks, see if I can find him in the chat and then maybe that's a way I can bring him back. Because says view deleted messages. Let me see if I can bring
Oh,
it
he's
back
back.
up.
He is back. He said he didn't notice any difference on his end. I think he's back.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it doesn't show him in timeout anymore. Okay, cool. Because I think all I had to do was right click on him. I didn't have to go all this far behind the scenes. I was gonna see, but it's all good. We're all good. Sorry, Jay Brooks. Either YouTube is tripping or it was like an accident, man. That according to the mods, and you know what I'm saying. I was just me and Dunks was just really getting the vibe.
Hmm.
So yeah, YouTube could be possibly tripping. It's a possibility. I've seen it where they don't run my comments on the screen sometimes and won't let me put them on there. So YouTube they act funny sometimes. But salutes to YouTube. Hey man, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. We got a new CEO in YouTube, so hopefully that's gonna be better. Um, Let me get back in the chat real quick. Let's see. Kwame says, let's see. Aaron, I read that one. Says Aaron says, I think either way they're going to keep making more pairs. I think so too. I feel like once they see that money coming back in, they're gonna be like, man, we kind of, we kind of borderline need each other, so to speak. You know, J Rod says, who going for those Tiffany Air Force Ones next week? I'm going for the trade bait since I heard stock is like 20K. The Tiffany Air Force Ones. I don't know. I'm not happy about the price point, but I'm also just not happy about the shoe. And then what I really want to get, I don't know, right? I have a feeling it's one of those shoes is gonna sell out, and everybody's gonna be on the same idea of like, hey, let's flip this shoe, quote unquote. But I feel like the people who want it probably only want it for retail. They don't want it that bad to pay resale. So I don't.
Hey, look, let's just remember, and I hope that they remember that this is not the Louis Vuitton Air Force One.
It's not.
So stop. Don't put it in the same category, same caliber, not even in the same conversation. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Yeah.
that's what it seems like people are doing. They're already trying to put it up there like it can compete with the Louis Vuittons. Come on,
I don't like. Do you think? I think where it competes with is those Swarovski joints, the Swarovski crystal joints.
Yeah, yeah. I say yeah. That's more of
That's
its
the level.
competition.
I feel like that's
Yeah,
the level it's on. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
But to put it to try to put it up there with Louis Vuittons is just like it's just wrong.
Yeah, true. Me in the chat. Chico says people still finna buy Skechers if they have Yeezy on them. Yeah, people would definitely still buy them if he had his name attached to it. That's the point that Gay's been trying to make all along. His name really. That's why Gay feel like he deserves the best deal. But you gotta deliver it better, my brother. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me hit the chat real quick. Kwame says, I thought my dog did it, and when she hopped off my lap when it said I timed you out. Oh wow. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. He says, but I didn't intentionally do it if but I didn't do it intentionally if it did it from my WND. Okay, so I think we good though. I think Kwame says, "Damn, when Jeremy see this, he'll probably be he'll have to undo it. It's weird as fuck." Shackle says the 750s looking amazing too. Jay Brooks says they're okay. So Jay Brooks has got to be back now because he's typing again. Says
Yeah.
there might be one or two 350s I'm looking for. That's all I really just need those. I just really need those pirate blacks to be honest. And
I mean, people kind of went crazy for the belugas when they dropped. So
yeah, I got those, so I ain't really
no,
tripping. So,
I know, but that was, at one point that was one that was hot.
yeah, yeah. I hate I got the reverse belugas, but I hate that I even got those joints. But it is what it is. I was at the time I was just desperate for a Yeezy. Kwame says, yo, you back. Jay Brooks says, Kwame, I didn't notice any difference on my end. Okay, maybe YouTube was just tripping. Uh it said I timed you out for 300 seconds. Then it said Manny timed you out too.
Damn.
Wow. Manny ain't even been really typing in this joint though.
He says YouTube tripping, so maybe
Come on, YouTube, get it together, man. Come on, man. We trying to have a smooth one here tonight. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to this article real quick of pretty much is the known information that we may or may not already know. So as at one point, Ye was on top of the world. He sold millions of records. I think I read this part. Created his own record label, started a profitable independent brand, and forged opportunity official partnerships with a few of the world's most well-known fashion labels: Adidas, Balenciaga, and Gap. Which I don't think we ever got the official Balenciaga drop. Not that I probably would have bought it anyway, but I'm seeing I think that one was it was settled in stone, but they was working on a design.
yeah.
The Gap crap really pissed me off, no pun intended. Because of the clothes and the trash bags thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that was to me that was a little disrespectful. Um,
Yeah.
just a little bit. That's I don't know. But then things change. Ye, as many know him by now, spiraled out of control, leaving many wonders whether his outbursts were to be met with more compassion, as they were likely the result of an ongoing mental health crisis. West has been open about his bipolar disorder diagnosed in the past. This being said, what Ye eventually did and said cannot be overlooked or accused. His actions range from anti-Semitism. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, they were talking about that. To spreading misinformation about the COVID-19 vaccine. Forgot about that part, but he did that. And the murder of oh yeah, definitely that. Yeah, he just went too far. George Floyd, and then seemingly everything in between. So yeah, every time they interviewed the guy, you know,
He was off the wall with it.
yeah. And then oh man, I love the picture right here. The White Lives Matter.
Oh yeah, that was
He
like
just
one of the final ones for it. That
Yeah,
was
that was like the dagger. That was like the dagger. Says the most high profile collaborators cut business ties and put boycotts leads to the closure of Kanye or to West JP's Morgan Chase business account, which is weird they closed that out because he has a business account. Like, I mean, they didn't want his money. That was crazy. And the shutdown of his school, Donda Academy, but recently reports suggest Adidas may, despite everything, bring West back. Here's what we know so far. Of course, Mike, I don't think it's no longer Mike, but again, this article is a few days. Well, they are, I guess, ahead of their time because they just wanted to be first. Um, Nikki says, I need some more Yeezy hoodies. I ain't gonna lie. They were warm as heck. I just wear that instead of a coat in the winter. Okay, nice. Says, why did Kanye West and Adidas split? October 25th, Adidas announced its decision to terminate the partnership with Ye immediately in production of Yeezy brand products and stop all payments to Ye and his companies. This sent shockwaves through the fashion sphere, where Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, has been a seed fest fixture for nearly 20 years. The wording they use on this is just wow. At one point, Many considered him the most influential dresser of all time, with GQ calling him the most stylish man of the decade in 2019.
Mm.
Could we agree with that statement? Is Ye the most stylish guy? I guess we can say overall.
I mean, at one point he was.
I'm trying to say, yeah, I would say Ye is definitely somewhat of a trend. Ain't no somewhat. He is a trendsetter. He's a
I
trendsetter.
mean, yeah, he's a trendsetter now, but I'm saying at one point he was, yeah, the most fashionable guy on the planet. But now I would consider him just a trendsetter, who fashion icon. More to say, you know.
I think Ye is one of the people who also brought, and it's not really a thing anymore, but he brought the whole polo, like not polo the brand, but polo shirts, the shirts with the collars. He brought that to the table when we were in school.
Yeah.
He brought that back to the game and made them cool when it really wasn't really a cool thing at first. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
looked nice, but nobody wanted to. It was always sort of like, oh, that's a shirt for work. You know what I mean?
And then he transitioned over into the more streetwear look. And then that's when we got like the ASAP Rockies, the Travis Scotts. They all started, picking up on it and start doing the same thing.
Yeah, true, definitely. Let me hit the chat. Let's see. Where I'm at, where I'm at, where I'm at. Let's see. Kwame says, I did hear the Yeezy Gap hoodies were nice. Okay. Um, I didn't even know that. So I haven't had a pair of the Yeezy Gap hoodies. I mean, mainly because I just couldn't get into them. Nikki says, I can't believe a bank can just cut ties like that. I can understand them not extending credit, but to not even want your money at their bank is shady as heck. Agreed. I
Well, you got to
completely.
think the banks are owned by like, the Jewish people also.
Oh, true.
So,
I say, get your money. We don't want you get the. Who I can only imagine.
hmm
Um,
they probably tried. They probably was gonna give it to him in cash that day. They said you can take it with you right now. you
yeah,
know,
we don't need
nah,
that.
nah, nah, nah. What he probably had in there, they probably don't even have in cash at the bank.
I'm sure he had to hit a different way of getting it.
Yeah, they don't have it in. What he had in there, they couldn't give it to him in cash. They have to probably take from like maybe 3 or 4 banks.
Possibly, I think he had at least like 200 million there.
Yeah, so yeah, I don't. That's probably what they got in their total. You know,
Yeah,
they're not stupid to hold all that. It's physically impossible anyway. So
I don't think they would hold all that amount of money physically. That's just asking for a robbery.
I mean, what is a bank usually insured for anyway? A bank, not your money. I mean, a bank itself.
Oh, that's a great question. Because I was about to say, I think the bank, no matter how much you got in there, they can only cover 250
Yeah,
million
like
anyway.
250 million. That's the standard, right? I
Yeah,
wonder how much a bank is insured for.
I was hopefully like 4 times that. I hope it would be in the Billy status, but then again, maybe not.
I mean, like you say, yeah, maybe a billion flat, because like you say, if they're giving customers 250, then the bank probably gets the full billion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But who knows?
yeah. That's just my rough guess. We ain't in the bank business because if we
And
was,
I'm no mathematician, so
yeah, don't shoot us. We just going off rough guesstimates right now. Um, J. Ross says, "Time to buy the money. Time to bury the money in the backyard." I heard though, low key, it's not safe to do that because, um, and this is one of my parents told me this, right? That some people used to do that, and then they would go back to that exact same spot months or years later, and it wouldn't be there, and they know nobody knew about it because they think my mom or just one of my parents had one of these theories where um the since like there's so many like global changes in the world shifts and we turn and rotate, that's not gonna be in the same spot. Like it rotates like some she had this theory of where I just feel like it wouldn't be in the you're not supposed to bury it. And then that also if you don't secure it correctly. I know this probably a little too in depth, J Rod, my bad, but it can also mess up the money if you don't have it covered and secured correctly, because then it's gonna be wet and then it's gonna be turned moldy. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, and think about all the creatures that live underground that'll eat away at it.
Yeah. So if you don't, you have to securely know what you're doing. You know. So just fun facts. Why people don't bury it. Um, Let me hit the chat real quick. It says then in October 6th, appearance on Fox News, Tucker Carlson tonight alerted Adidas aspects who watched his 2 hour interview veer into the outright exorcism, relying on a few of the oldest and most big the bigoted conspiracy theories. West repeatedly implied Jewish people secretly oversee the world's finances, citing them as the reason his long-standing partnership was suddenly on the frizz. I mean, if you knew all that, Mister, yeah, you might want to chilled out, buddy. While his 360-degree deal with Adidas was officially under review for weeks, the brand reached the decision many expected a month earlier. Their partnership was over and for good. Adidas claim, especially since succeeding appearances on the Alex Jones show or Nori. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's the Drink Champs joint. Okay, the Drink Champs featuring Ye openly praising Hitler, denouncing the COVID-19 vaccine as a mark of the beast. Yeah, he went too far and claiming that George Floyd was indeed killed by. Oh wow, yeah, he did. I remember he went off. He went off. I don't even want to read no more part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And he said, "Who not kneeling?" So he's claiming the officer didn't even do it. Now, yeah, he. Those are the things right there where Ye went like too overboard. Come on, bro. We
Yeah.
got Cedric Vapor in the building. Says, "Sup, y'all? What up, Cedric?"
Oh, what's going on?
Good. Says, why would Adidas bring Kanye West back? In one word, we've all probably been saying this all night, and that is money, shmoney, dinero, however you want to pronounce it. You know, the green. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They want that money. Says, should the company decide not to repurpose any of the existing Yeezy products going forward, this should result in the write off of existing Yeezy inventory and would lower the company's operating profit by an additional 500 million this year. In addition, Adidas expects off one cost of the 200 million in 2023. Adidas 2023 outlook, which published on February 9th, reads within the CEO who took over shortly after the West deal was terminated offers a candid assessment of the year ahead. The numbers speak for themselves. We are currently not performing yet. Exactly. So pretty much, I hate to say it. I don't. Do you think I think slowly this is their nice way of bringing Ye back without bringing Ye back. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
then once the stuff see that they get their money, and I feel like it's more so a test for Ye. If he keeps quiet and play ball game, we'll give you another. Well, they're just gonna slowly extend the years. I don't think they're gonna give him a full flesh on like longevity contract no more to risk to screw themselves. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Why would like I ain't no genius. I'm just saying like I just feel like why would they?
Hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Says, will Adidas bring Kanye West back? This is a yes. We've confirmed that. Um, and allegedly, but I mean, from what it looks like, this is where it's going to be headed. All that being the case, Adidas may actually be preparing to bring West back. Rumor surfaced online this week that the two were reconstructing a deal that brought West to Adidas in the first place. They were starting by an online sneaker cook group called by Secret Sauce, which helps members purchase. Oh, I know what Secret Sauce is. Yeah, pretty much is a cook group, but you have to pay in. Me and Dunks had our conversation, not about this cook group, but just cook groups in general. Dunks, I feel like sometimes
Yeah.
the stuff we be predicting the lives almost. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, me and Dunks have our,
We can do that one. We can
yeah,
do, one of cook groups.
definitely. You know what? It's one we never really touched on. We got to definitely touch on cook groups. I thought they kind of died down for the most part. If I'm gonna keep it 100, feels like they died down. Let's see. Kwame says, "Yo, what's good, Cedric? Man with the Kick says Private Black must cop on my list. Most definitely. No matter how you slice it and dice it, Dunks, I feel like that's on your list as well.
Yeah,
That'll be your first Yeezys. Now you can see what the hype about the boost is officially out. And I'll
yeah,
tell you personally, it's comfortable, but it ain't like they make it seem like you be walking on a cloud, and that ain't the case.
yeah. I don't know,
You
I'm
know,
more of a wave runner. Yeah, wave runner guy.
the wave runners are super duper comfortable too. Super duper comfortable. I thought about adding a different colorway, but I feel like, oh, honestly, all you need is the OG colorway wave runner. You don't need the yellow joints or the other colorways. Not that they're bad, but it's kind of one of those. Again, it's a shoe that I'm only gonna pay. I'm with the wave run. I'm only gonna pay retail for those. Granted, the pair I got, I had to pay resale for, but I got it after the shoe had been restocked and the prices that went way down. So,
Yeah, you got the OG pair.
they're the next generations, but same colorway, same. You can't tell, but I didn't get the first. I didn't get the OGs. I got the ones after the OG.
Yeah, yeah. No, I want the
But
mob. I want the mob wave runners.
oh yeah. But see, I guess I got the OG colorway, but I didn't get them the first go around. That's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Because like I
want,
said, I don't think people were really on him.
I hated them. I hated them. I hated the wave runners when they first
Saying,
came out.
I don't think people were really on him or on them like that back then. Because that's when that was his version of the dad shoe, and people were like, that looks nothing like what the dad shoe compared to what Nike already had out and considered the dad shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Um, Man with the Kicks. We got No Name in the building. Says, "Yo, what we talking about today is my boy making the shoes." Um, I don't think they're making any more. They're gonna re-release the stocks that's already out there. So, um, yeah, that's what I believe it is. No Name. Let me read the rest of this article real quick. It says, I'd be surprised if it happened. Complex Sneaker Podcast co-host Brennan Dunn says this week, I think it makes them look weak as a brand to terminate somebody and then months later come back and say, hey, we realize we're going to lose billions of dollars if we don't sell the product. Let's get back together again. Valid. Valid. You know what I'm saying? Definitely
Yeah,
valid point. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yeah, we don't need you. Hey, you know what? Come back, man. Let's talk some things out. Yeah, you borderline do. Um, the unsold product done refers to comprise of 100. That is 1 billion, like 1,200,000,000 worth of stock. So yeah, it's definitely a good $1 billion worth of stuff almost, which I think they
five
said is
hundred million in with the stock, which estimates to 1 point whatever billion in
oh,
sales.
so okay, got you. I thought it was $500 million. So it costs it's worth is that's what they got in stock, but once they sell it, that's what they can make in the billions.
Hmm.
Okay, got you. So
So
yay,
yeah, now they need him back most definitely.
yeah, most definitely. And if Ye's half of that, that's still like that's not a full Billy, but it's pretty close. If he ain't, that's if he even if he getting 20, that's still like yeah, still hey, it's a lot of zeros on this screen, guys. A lot of zeros, and followed by some numbers in front of it, so it means a lot of moolah, a
Yeah,
lot of
I mean,
money.
how much is 20% of a billion? You know,
Yeah, exactly,
and that's generous because of who he is. He's getting that 20%.
exactly. Manny says New Balance 2002 RT are like walking on clouds over the Yeezy Slide Conference. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into them joints because I need some new gym shoes. That's why I'm looking at these Joe Freshgood joints. I'm gonna get them for the gym. Let me hit the chat. Let me read the rest of this article real quick. My bad. Let's see. Yeezy apparel and sneakers, which Adidas shelved as soon as the partnership ended, but there are future losses looming over the Adidas execs' heads, which has made moving forward without Ye a blink reality. They no longer be profitable this year, and 2024 would be the rebound year, which would widen the gap between Nike and Adidas even more. Um, it's Nike on easy street, bro. right now. But this year, the Sauce Cook Group put this out there. Okay, it says it's possible a return is not in the cards. It might just be a rumor, or people at Adidas may be trying to gauge how the public would react if they did bring Ye back. This is a possibility because, like I said, we haven't seen, to the best of my knowledge, we haven't seen Adidas officially say anything. Ye hasn't officially said anything. So this still could all be just a legend, just a rumor. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this is something like, hey, let's test it out. If we get positive feedback, bring him back and slowly wiggle him back in there and finish out the original deal. You know,
Yeah.
who knows? You know what I mean? It's a rough call. Nikki says, I don't agree that New Balance softer than Yeezy 350. That boost ain't no joke. Um, the New Balances I have, like, I feel like I begin to. I thought the higher the number on the New Balances, the more comfortable the shoe's supposed to be, the more like quality it's supposed to be. But and I be getting the high qualities on the shoes because that's what I'm currently working out in. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I probably could, but see, I don't know. See, I run, and that's the tough call. Where I feel like working out in the shoes versus running in the shoes completely different, and that's why I always try to get something gym wise that's super versatile where you can do both.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm worried about these New Balances. But I am looking at a pair of two different colorways on the Joe Fresh Good joints. It ain't even that it's a bad a number. I just don't want to pay nothing crazy for no New Balances, man.
Yeah. Do you feel like New Balance is kind of going away from that comfort that they're known for, especially like with the 550s? Because something tells me that the 550s can't be too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I would assume it's probably something like a Jordan 1. You know, like very flat.
Yeah, and that's just it's actually an old school silhouette,
It
but
seems like a very stiff shoe, pretty much. You know.
yeah. But I mean, if that's what the people want, that's what the people want. You know, you also gotta, no matter how you slice and dice, you gotta have your customers happy too.
Mm-hmm.
Manny says, I don't know about the 350, but Yeezy slides second place to New Balance 2002 RT. Okay, man. Okay, we got a
And
little
he's
bit.
like, yeah, he put in a full description.
Yeah, we got a little bit of debate. You know what? I'm gonna pull up on the screen just for shits and giggles. Because I'm blue to the New Balance world, man. I'm gonna keep 100. I'm blue to it. I know just enough to be dangerous, but I'm gonna pull up the model that Manny's referring to because we got a little bit of debate. I'm just very curious. So give me just a second. I'm gonna just put it up in the search engine on Google. Is that the ones you had on
In the Discord,
today in the Discord, Manny? Sign up for that Discord, man, because y'all, if y'all haven't signed up for that joint yet.
for
So
sure.
I'm just curious because now, I am looking for some New Balance. I believe these are the joints he had on. Oh, that's one pair that I'm looking at. Oh, they look like the Joy Fresh Goods, but they not. But let me show what we got on the screen real quick. Share the screen and boom. This is the New Balance 202 or 2002 RT. I think it's 2000 T. That's what I'm gonna call it. Or RT, I should say. Yes, sir, my guys. Okay, so that's what Manny had on feet today. So he said they super comfortable. Look like it's a good. We see people actually running in these, so I'm supposed to be a good gym shoe. I think no. I think New Balance is always going to be a good shoe to work out in, regardless which one you get. So that's why I'm looking at some Joey Fresh goods. So I kind of like these right here. They
What
got
is it? I like the 9000 series. I think that is. I think
the
that's
9,000 joints, 9,000 series. Yeah, New Balance. I don't know. Their naming scheme is just different to me. I think these is the one that Manny's had on right here.
hmm
If I'm not mistaken, he had on these joints. So yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, it's an all over neutral gray colorway. You really can't go wrong with it. Um, let's see. J Rod says New Balance Dash shoes. I mean, you could say that. I always kind of put them in that category too, but they made their wave. We got to get to them. They made their wave. Montana Max says just copped a pair of Vic threes for 500 today. Wanted them since a kid and just could not miss again. Okay, nice. Congrats on the cop, Montana Max. Congrats. Let me get back to this article real quick, and then we will have 10 more minutes left on the screen, and me and Dunks are going to close things out for the night. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Y'all smash the like button, sub up, man. I want to read out this last little part of the article, and then we will close things out for the night. So let me share my screen again. Boom. Says, let me read this real quick. Let's see. It's a possible return. A lot of people did is may be gauging will Ye come back. Let's see. They'd be plenty of backlash, I'd argue, but that might not stop Adidas from trying to recoup at least some of the money it would otherwise lose on unsold Yeezy merchandise. It's ultimately a question of which choice is less expensive. That's basically a fact. Right now, it sounds like selling the leftover Yeezy stock would save Adidas more money, but that will require bringing Ye back. Recent rumors suggest they will, although neither Adidas nor Kanye camp have confirmed this. Okay, that's why I said nobody's confirmed this shit. Um, the same cook up sneaker group that started the initial rumor announced that the two were back on, stated that Adidas would sell the remaining Yeezy inventory, but create no new products, effectively extending the original partnership through the sale the leftover goods. That's what I thought this Wiley Woods is going to be like. Cool, we're going to continue out the rest of the deal, but we're not making any more. And then pretty much we're just going to call it Comprende. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We cannot confirm this is true, but Adidas will likely have to address these rumors either way. So, yeah, if it's some truth to it, they're definitely behind the scenes like, hey, man, what's the best way to like say this without saying it, like us not making look so, not the good guy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's their whole main thing on that. Like I feel like there is, I don't know if it is, this is all alleged, but I feel like there's borderline a little bit of truth in it. There's definitely some talk. There's definitely some talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, they just want to know, damn, is the risk worth the reward right now, so to speak? You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So that's my whole thing with it. Let me touch the chat real quick. Um, let's see. Let's see. Nikki says 99 V3 says and V4s is more comfortable than the 2002 are, but style wise, 2002 look better. Got you. Okay. So you feel like got more drip on those. Montana Max says appreciate that. No problem. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit of upcoming releases, and then we're gonna close things out for tonight. I think we've covered Yay, to the full extent. What upcoming release are y'all looking for? Because pretty much next week we'll start March, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah.
So that brings in at least I know for March we should have the white cements, the reimagined versions. So
Yeah.
I know that's on everybody's hit list. Salute to the people that did catch that W on the shock drop, but then we got them again coming in March for sure. Um, Kwame says those threes loaded on sneakers. Yep, they're definitely loaded up on sneakers. I saw that as well.
They loaded after the shock drop.
That's how it normally goes. Just FYI. Usually, if they do a shock drop, and once you find out if you take your L or your W, then I'll say like an hour or two later they load the official okay, the release date. So I'm gonna keep an eye out. Definitely, hopefully, what I would love in a perfect world, if the foot sites are gonna get them, if I could hit at Foot Locker again, drop another mall vlog because y'all showed out for the mall vlog, man. For real, I'm still getting love on that mall vlog video to date. You know what I mean? So definitely appreciate that one. Jay Brooks says, I can't think of any 350s I want besides the Pirate Blacks and those highlighter looking ones with the reflective strip. Um, yeah, I said other than those Pirate Blacks, I don't really. I'll say 750s at best. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm-hmm.
and this is remaining stock, so this isn't like Adidas is going back and like, hey, make those again, unless they already had those and they already had a plan to release some of the stuff anyway. I'm assuming, but hey, let's get these back on because we know these sell because it's the last hoorah. So I don't know. Um, J Rod says those threes are a draw, so that's an L for me. Stay positive, homie. Stay positive. So I didn't know that. So they're gonna be a draw. I'm hoping the foot sites get them so we can get a little bit of more better chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? at least like Foot Locker, and I'm hoping they be able to get them. You know what I mean? Um, Jay Brooks says at J Rod, when I saw it was a draw, I knew there was going to be a lot of L's coming for sure. I don't want us some draws. I mean, I don't want the those Travis joints for dunks. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So you just gotta be. It's really luck at the end of the day. I get what everybody's trying to say, but I mean, hey, y'all gonna enter though. It ain't gonna hurt to try. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? That's how I feel. Man of the Kick says it's like 350 and 700 plus 500 more comfortable than the 350s. Many doubling, tripling down on these New Balances. Montana Max says, "Do you think the Black Toe 14s will release next year? They last dropped in 2014, so I would hope so. The Black Toe 14s. Let me look those up. And I mean, we've been saying, you know what? Nobody's in talk of no more that said that we were anticipating that's supposed to drop this year.
What's that?
The Cherry 12s.
Yeah.
Where'd that talk go? Where did the talk for the Cherry 12s go? Y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Um, you mean what?
it'll it died down for now, but once the release date gets closer, it'll pick back up.
Yeah, but I mean, we've bumbled about some stuff for like ever. So
The I'm on my year 12s, like those have been
yeah,
in talk for almost a year.
yeah, true. Okay, I see these Black Toe 14s. They're okay. I'll share my screen here real quick for the people who do, just in case y'all don't know. But these are I remember these. They're like, yeah, I remember these was a thing, but I don't think people went too crazy over them. Not a bad shoe, but yeah,
I like them.
yeah. I mean, they're black. I mean, it's a black and white shoe. You really can't go wrong with it.
I
To be
remember being younger and wanting them when I was young, like 10 or 11. I wanted that pair, but we couldn't get them. But I did get 14s, but it wasn't those. I think we got like the UNC 14s, me and my brother.
yeah, I think the only ones I had got was the last shots. And
Yeah.
then the black toes, yeah, that was in 2006 from what it looks like on the screen here. Um, let's see. Man with the Kick says, nah, double down, but I know tons of comfy kicks. Okay. I feel y'all. I feel you. Nikki says, holiday shoe, LOL. Every shoe moved to holiday. Montana Max says, that's good to hear. Should be an easy cop. I hope if if they got them at the foot size, I hope it's an easy cop. See, Montana says, I heard them. I had them as a kid. Okay, got you. Oh, so you're talking about these 14s? They should be easy cop. Yeah, a lot of people don't. 14s is not the most popular, and neither is 13s. I like them, but it's like overall as the community, like I'm not saying don't put your footwork in, but I mean I feel like the 14 and 13 is a shoe. If you try, you shall succeed. If that makes sense,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Most definitely. So we've been on this joint hour 27 minutes, man. Y'all appreciate everybody for coming through. Definitely another good one. Any more upcoming releases we got up on the radar for now? I really just want to confirm if the Cherry 12s. And then, did we know? Do we already know what the official Jordan 11 is gonna be for this year? I
Yeah, it's
can't.
gonna be that DMP, right?
Yeah, everybody's saying the DMP, so I couldn't remember which one it was. I personally wasn't impressed with last year's 11, so I'm very curious. The DMP,
Well, I'm not impressed with this one because it says it's gonna be like an upper leather.
yeah, that's what's messing me up about it too. I want redo
I
the
mean,
same thing, but just
I,
make that patent leather high.
I mean, if it's like Jordan 1 leather, then maybe, you know,
That's a shoe we're gonna have to wait, be patient, and see when
it's
we
gonna
get.
have to be a very soft leather. It's gonna have to be.
Yeah,
So
that's a shoe we're gonna have to be patient for and wait, just to wait to see what the official stuff is gonna look like. J
yeah,
Rod says, "Who's going for the white? I'm on your 12s. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence about going for them. They're okay. I like the black pair is okay. I know the white pair is better, but honestly, man, I think they just knocked it out the park too good with the I'm on your threes, or everything else just seems like so like meh to me. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
so, it's like okay, but it's like you know what I'm saying. I don't. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Y'all can tell I'm on the fence. Nikki says I'm going for them. Okay, cool. So appreciate everybody for coming through. Smash the like button. Sub up to the channel if you haven't done so already. You know, if you like content about sneakers, you're in the right place. Signed up for that dope sold out Discord. It is pinned to the chat. We've been on a joint hour and 30 minutes, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, showing love. Definitely we'll be back again on Monday with Music Mondays. Me and Dunks as always. Appreciate everybody for showing love. Again, if you like sneaker content, you know, check out some more of my other content, and we will be back on Monday. And I'm gonna let Dunks officially take us out.
Oh, thanks everybody for joining us, rocking with us, man. This was a good one. It's kind of a good thing to hear that Ye's coming back, but you know, at the same time, at what cost? You know, who's really, who's really throwing the bone in this situation? You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So you know, hopefully all is well. Hopefully all works out for them. You know, and they can straighten this stuff out. But yeah. Besides that, I hope everybody else just enjoys the rest of your weekend and spend some time with your family and just stay safe.
Most definitely, man. And we're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
Where's Da Vinci? I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. And the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. You hit me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and it slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime. I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime. You can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Yeah. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like the baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. And the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. You hit me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and it slap at the same time. I'm in the sky, I'm talking to God, we catching them vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make a mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made a mind, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought the chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes in. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. And the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Who hit me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and it slap at the same time.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. And the Vizzy that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. Oh no, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time.
I'm with the gang, I'm with my slimes, yeah. Don't waste my time without the crime. I'm in my prime. Don't cross the line, cause that's a crime. You can't mess with mine. I stick to the grind, the flow is divine, and that's why I shine. Yeah. Got the code, it don't matter, my diamonds on froze. I just hang up my clothes, I don't fold. Yeah, he paid for the price, then he rose. Don't you act like you really forgot. Like the baby, I came with a box. Why you rappers be living a lie? Tryna be somebody that you not. I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top, we the gang, we can't stop. No, let me talk. You a lame, you a all.
I'm with a baddie on FaceTime. I keep that girl on the low like a baseline. Moving me up so you know that it's game time. I hit the beat and then slap at the same time. I'm in the sky, I'm talking to God, we catching them vibe. I caught a flight and I realigned with all of my guys, yeah. I'm with a dime, half of the time she can't make a mind, yeah. I wasn't trying, I messed around and I made a mind, yeah. Yeah, we running it up like a slope. Bought a chain and it came with the stones. Going crazy, we doing the most. In Miami, we stay on the coast. Ain't doing no bragging or boasting. I bought a biz, I ain't posted. I be rapping and getting them notes. I'm going pop like I'm toasted.
I just been working, ain't sleeping on weed. With the gang and they ready to feed. They just be talking, it ain't what it seems. Full of cap, they ain't sipping on lean.
Wanna work is gon' come with a fee. Wanna work is gon' come with defeat. The individual that came with the beat. Got the code and it came with the cheat.
To the top,